Building an empire. What's the book about? Building an empire. It's about a gentleman, Brian Carruthers, who owned a real estate company, his father. And he did not want the things that his brother was going through. He realized that he wanted something different. He didn't want the stress. He didn't want to lose his hair. He didn't want to deal with all the problems. So he started opening up a network marketing company, and he for his business, and he wrote the book, Building an Empire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read each chapter one by one. So first of all, so it sinks in my head. Okay? It says, I want to get this. I want to get to know this. I want to get to know this very, very well, because I want to be able to help people. Okay? And number two, I'm going 10X. Okay? And if you don't know what 10X is, then get a hold of me and we'll talk about it. Okay. Building an empire. I want to dedicate this book to before and after, to my dad, to the incredible example of work ethic and entrepreneurism, and my mom for the selflessness of giving and support throughout my entire life. I also dedicate this book to my next generation, my son, Talon. I trust that you will be inspired by your dad to know that life has no limits and that you will accomplish your wildest dreams. Speaking of dedication, I hope to be dedicated to, I hope to be as dedicated to my family and my team and my parents have been to me. Don't forget, those kids are watching you. Those kids want to know what you're doing. They watch everything you're doing. You know that. They listen to everything. They follow everything. If you do something, then they do something and they follow you. So be an example. Do the right thing. Don't make your kids ask questions and then wonder. And because you know what? It all starts. It all starts for you, the parent. You know what I mean? It all starts with the parent. The parent is the one who designs the child's life. I've seen in the past where the kids are asking the parents, what'd you do last night? Where'd you go? What do you do? Why are you doing this? Mom, this, dad. It's not good. Your kids are just going to grow up into somebody that you don't want them to be. It starts with you. Be a parent. And be the right parent. And be an example. Now, I want to read the acknowledgements because it moved me. And I know it's going to move you. Because it's what it's about. Okay? Acknowledgements. I owe a lifetime of gratitude to so many people. First, my mentors who invested their time and energy in me. Thank you. I'm not sure if you expected this, but I would see through and take my business seriously. But I soaked in everything that you're willing to pour out. I hope that my success is an extension of your legacy. Second, I will give the most sincere praise and appreciation to the builders, to the leaders who I had the privilege to work with on my team. You trusted in me. You followed me. You accepted my no-fluff style of coaching. You truly stand on the shoulders of great men and women. Third, I may never meet some of my teachers, the authors of the books I read that shaped me. It's the people we meet in the books we read that makes us who we are. I know how much effort it goes into writing, so I thank you for indelible contribution to all of us. And lastly, to my fellow network marketers who treat this profession properly and operate with integrity and ethics. I applaud you. Your success story is needed to inspire millions of people who need to believe that joining our profession can change lives. Those words is exactly how I feel going to Michael Mazer, going to Patrick Mazer, going to Harsh Patel, going to all the leaders that are involved in this company that I follow on a day-to-day basis. And I'm talking online. I'm talking phone calls. I'm talking WhatsApp. I'm talking, Saturday meetings. I'm talking wherever I go. If you're involved with the Rockstar organization, the company that I'm part of, you will feel like family. And somebody told me this deep down inside a long time ago, that they're not your family. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've never had people treat me. I got people in my own family, I'm not going to mention their names, that don't even treat me the way this company treats me. So guess what? They are family. And if you're going to be changing lives together, okay? Changing lives together, you will become family. Okay? My mentor, one of my mentors, okay? He is 25 years old. Okay? It ain't about the money. It ain't about anything. He called me when I was going through my toughest times. My toughest times in life. I thought I went through the toughest times in 2005. That was nothing compared to what I went through. Okay? And you know what he was doing? Just calling to see how I'm doing. Calling to see if I needed anything. Calling to see if there's anything he could do. Okay? I mean, anything. And I told him some things I needed. And guess what? He gave it to me. Okay? Which is just be a friend. Okay? Just be a friend. Be there. Listen to me. Understand I'm going through a tough time. Okay? So that's how I feel. So Patrick and Michael, those words, that I owe you a lifetime of gratitude to so many people, the entire Rockstar organization. Every single person that Patrick and Michael Mazer has touched, has moved, has changed their lives, has changed their bank account, has changed their car, has changed their job into a bit ownership, business ownership, okay? We're making residual income. I'm talking serious residual income. So those are the words just taken right out of my mouth. That went right to Pat and Mike. Because I feel today, I got to get it done. I got to get it done. You know why I got to get it done? Because I got people looking at me. I got examples. I got people that have taught me, has spent so much time with me, that have given me everything I needed. See, I thought I deserve it, but I don't deserve it. You know why I don't deserve it? Because I wasn't ready. That's why. And God came in. God came in and took people out of my life to have more time to get what I want, Okay? So you have to understand that, things happen in life. Things happen. And you just got to accept it. Patrick and Michael always tell me all the time, okay? It's not what's happened to you. It's how you handle it. And that's how I handle my business. So Patrick and Michael, there you go. That's how I feel, brother. Thank you for everything you do. The table of contents. Why am I going to read the table of contents? Why? Okay? Because it's very important. Because you spent money, $499 to get into my business. Don't you think that you would want to know how to run your business? And we tell you all the time. Read the book. You know what? You don't need to read the book. I'm going to read the book to you, okay? Because I care about you. Because I don't want your money, okay? I just want you to be successful. I want you to hear from me. I want you to hear the passions out of me. Now, we're going to read this table of contents because I want you to understand that we're going to be reading this whole book. The whole book. It's all broken down. I got it all ready to go, okay? Because this book has moved me so much. And it's going to change my bank account. It's going to change my car I drive, my address, my vision. It's already changing, okay? All right. So, the table of contents. Welcome to your future. Oh, you got to love that, huh? Welcome to your future. Did you even think about you have a future? You ain't in the back, you ain't got nothing going on. That's the car in reverse. You don't drive the car in reverse, right? Well, then you put the car in drive. So, we're going to talk about your future. Your future, okay? The story of money and leverage income. Why I chose network marketing as my vehicle to achieve wealth and time freedom. Why should I decide to build a network marketing business? Hang on. Okay. Network marketing business. My story. We're going to talk about your story. Yeah, we're talking about your story. Why? Because stories sell. That's why. Because stories sell. Facts tell, stories sell. That's why. Okay? Why residual income is so important. Why residual income which means you get paid every month, no matter if you're dead or alive, no matter if you're sick or on vacation, no matter if you're traveling or you're home fixing your house or dealing with an elderly parent, whatever that may be. It don't matter. You have residual income. Will it be worth it? Well, that's going to be a fun chapter. Your network marketing business versus your job. The learning curve. Why a learning curve? Because you're not going to be the same person that you were before. That's why. Because you're going to go through a learning curve. I did. And everybody else has too. And I'm watching people go through a learning curve. And I love it. You know why? Because that's what they asked for. Because if you keep doing the same things you do every day, that's called insanity. So they're reaching, they're looking, they don't know where to do, they don't know where to go. They signed up with me. They want something. And they're going to get it because I'm not letting them down. And you know who you are, who's listening, okay? I'm talking to my team. The second chapter, the system. A system. What is a system? A system on how to become wealthy. Patrick and Michael have that. It's called the Rockstar System. Starting your business versus launching it. Be system driven. System components. Get excited. Make a list. Book your PBR. What's a PBR? People building residual. Private business reception. Porsche, Bentley, Rolls Royce. Just thinking. Think big. Book your PCC. Attend your weekly briefing. Attend training events. Ooh, that's going to be a fun one. Now, why is that? Because big decisions, massive decisions, life-changing decisions will be done in front of 25,000 people, 30,000 people thinking like you inside of an arena where they go and watch, Atlanta Hawks play and the Charlotte Hornets and San Jose Sharks and, where they go and spend $200, $300, $400 tickets that you can spend the same amount of money, $169, right? Right now it's $169, and you could change your life. Everything that you have, say goodbye, because I'm changing your life. That's it. There's no more, okay? Weekly training conference calls. Why? If you went to college, if you went to school to drive a tractor trailer, right? A tractor trailer? Or if you were learning how to paint, if you were fixing a house, if you were learning to be a dentist, if you're learning to be an attorney, what are you doing? You're going to school. You're going to school. Well, that's what this is. Every Sunday night, we have a training call. You can get on the training call. You can be in your underwear. I don't care. You can sit at home. You can be in North Carolina. You can be wherever you want. Just click into the Zoom and we're good to go. And write notes and pay attention and soak it all in. Treat it like a business and you will succeed. Attend your corporate convention. Tools and events. Three-way calls. Three-way calls. My mentor always tells me all the time, you got to do the three-way calls. I sometimes do I think I'm doing too many three-way calls, but you know what? It's working, so I just keep doing it. High tech meets high touch. Patrick always tells me, and Michael, touch the heart before you touch the hand. So that's my rule. 3 rules of building your team. Exposure is everything. Fortune is in the immediate follow-up. Work with the willing. Work with the willing. When the student arrives, the teacher will appear. I see it every day. Running effective weekly briefings. Briefing meetings etiquette. Circle up after briefings. Become a builder. IPA, income producing activities. I'll say that again. IPA, income producing activities. We're going to talk about all that because it's important. Because I want you to know what the difference is from income producing activities and non-income producing activities that will not make you any money. Yeah, it will get you organized and all that, but that's not the key. And I fell in that. I did. I mean, it's very easy to fall into that. I'm fixing the files. I'm organizing the phone numbers. I'm, cleaning the car. I'm doing everything I got to do, but I'm not talking to people. Because if I'm not opening my mouth, I'm not open. It's like a McDonald's completely closed. The doors are locked. Okay? Sorting through the numbers. Sorting versus convincing. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. Overcoming objections. Using feel, felt, and found. Contacting and inviting. 80% of the business. Right there. Right there. Contacting and inviting. 80% of the business. The rest is easy. But that's 80% is contacting and inviting. You got to know the inviting script. And you got to know it well. And we're going to go over that. Flip your approach. Invitation philosophy. Form. FORM. We're going to talk about that. You're going to know what that means. It's very important. Mirror and matching. Recruit up. Oh, my God. Recruit up. What does that mean? That means you don't want to take your business into the unemployment line. You want to take your business to the higher levels. Why? Because those people want more, are working hard, and really understand what they're doing today is not really just, they're not getting time with their family. They're not getting, they're not just getting anything. You know what I mean? They're just, everything is just, they're working so hard for somebody else, building somebody else's dream. You're going to build your dream. Posture and confidence. Your story. Your 30-second elevator pitch. The art of promoting events. GAP. GAP recruiting. Warm market versus cold market. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one. We're going to talk about that. I can't wait for that chapter because I know it well. And it took me a lot to learn. So don't think that just because I know it now doesn't mean that I didn't know it before. Okay? I struggled. I had to go get something done. I had to, figure it out. And I had to watch videos and do this and do that to get myself, situated. That you're not doing cold market just because I'm going to go out, I'm going to drive, I'm going to start talking to people. No. You're doing cold market every time you leave your house. Every time you leave your house, you are cold market. Anytime you do anything else besides that bedroom. Your house. Anything in your house. Okay? That's not cold market. Cold market is anytime you go to get gas, go to the grocery store, go to the laundromat, go to the dry cleaners, go out to dinner, go out on a date, whatever it may be. Go out on date night with your wife and your girlfriend, or whatever you got going on, or husband, right? That's what it is. We're going to talk about that. My team struggles there a little bit, so I'm excited to talk about that department. Never run out of leads. Auto ship versus consistency. Recruit your weakness. Get into the no fear zone. No, my mentor, he's always talking about that. We just talked about it today, actually. Social media. Well, that's a very easy chapter for me. I was a social media guru. I thought that I was helping the world out by giving videos and doing this and doing that. And you know what I was doing? I was convincing the non-convincers, the people that didn't even care, okay? Nobody cares what you do on Facebook. Nobody cares what you got going on. And the last thing is, you want to be involved with your life, the people in front of you, okay? So social media, I can't wait to talk about that department. Harness the power of model, the power of recruiting and exceptional growth, the power of one more, the power of one. more. Building depth and strength and synergy. Recruit to invite, invite to recruit. Urgency and fear of loss. Dangle the carrot. Shopping the app. Get in, let in. Massive communication, massive income. Welcome calls. Am I a great sponsor? Patrick and Mike always say, look in the mirror. That's your competition. Now, the other thing is, play a video on your entire life from last week. And you tell me, is that inspirational? Did you do anything to make your business go forward? Because you keep saying that you want to do this business you're doing, but count how much time did you really put into it. You might be surprised. It's not what you think. Long distance sponsoring. Long distance sponsoring. What's that? That means you can recruit anywhere. You don't need to recruit just in Poughkeepsie, where I live. Okay? You don't need to recruit just in New York City. You can recruit anywhere. My company, 26 countries, 5 continents. We just opened up Colombia. We're going to open up Peru, Mexico, Australia, UK, wherever. Don't matter. Technology allows us to talk to them in a matter of seconds. That's if you know how to turn the app on. That's if you want to turn the app on. That's if you really want to do the things that nobody else is willing to do. It's that simple. Grab their top 10. Motivate your empire, chapter 5. Leadership versus management, how to paint a vision, praise, progress, contest to create activity, inclusion, exclusion, create team culture, call parties, success compression, 90-day run, expect what you expect. The mental game, act as if. Don't drag the past forward. Stop selling and start solving. Overcome the bombshells. Your mind will play tricks on you. That's not a song. That's a true fact. The mind will play tricks on you. And you're going to think, that ain't right. That ain't true. He don't want to talk to you. He don't want to hear from you. He didn't answer the phone. It's all just, people. It's just your mind goes to the easiest, okay? So you just go right to it. Stop selling and start solving. Your mind will play tricks on you. Stories inspire. 2 jars and some marbles. What really drives you? Motivation versus animosity. Get pissed off. Get pissed off. Get pissed off. That's the only way you're going to get fired up is get pissed off. You got to get pissed off. You got to be so mad that you want to get this done, that nobody's going to take it away. It ain't just going to walk into your shoulders. This is not like that. You're 3% of America. 3. You're not 97. 97 is home watching TV, watching the news, talking about things that they don't even know what they're talking about. Oh, the weather today and the news, and this one did this one and that one did that one. And I watched the news one day. I caught a glimpse on it. I was like, oh my God, that's what's on the news today? That's what people are watching? I haven't watched the news in like 2 years. Because Patrick and Mike always tell me every time, if you can't change it, why worry about it? I don't know. You tell me. I can't change the president of the United States. I understand who he is, and I get it, and we're not going to go there, but here we are. Get pissed off. Get so mad that you want this so bad that there ain't nobody going to step in your way, ain't nobody going to tell you no, ain't nobody going to do anything. Do whatever it takes. Do whatever it takes. 10X. All right, where are we going here? Get pissed off. Procrastination, the dream killer. The awesome power of affirmations. SOS, shiny object syndrome. Ooh. I can't tell you how many times. Oh, I found this. Oh, I did this. And they're going to say, oh, yeah, you're like that too. You like that too? I've been doing this company for 3 years. Probably, and my mentor always tells me that I've been doing it for a year because you add up all the times I really did it and the times that it adds up to be a year. So he's probably right. But I also was practicing with it. I was also just playing with it. I also was feeling it out. I wasn't taking it to the next level. See, on January 1st, I told Patrick and Michael on a call that I'm going to take this and I'm going to do what I got to do. And I don't care what anybody says. And every weekend, I'm in New York City. And I'm looking for the right people. And I found some right people. I'm doing. You do the work, you will get paid. That's it. You can lead a horse to the water. Model your empire. What separates top earners and average network marketers? Goal settings. Treat it like a business. The ultimate day, my typical day. So we're going to talk about a typical day of building an empire. Journey versus journey. Journal versus journey. That's a weak one for me because I don't like to write. But, I mean, I'm going to have to work on that because I am getting better. Be like an ant. I don't know what that's about. We're going to find out. Be like an ant. ESP. Positive down, negative up. Manage your contacts. Avoid end-of-month crunch. Scholarship methods. Network groups. Support spouse and family. Focus on the starfish. The last chapter. Quotes from the industry. My daily affirmation. Your dream flu shot. Wait till I get to that chapter. Prepare yourself. So when you're making money in network marketing, what do you do with the money when you make it? You go out and spend more, or do you invest it? Do you bring it into your life in a different way so it keeps coming and coming and coming? The ultimate prospect tool. Keep the resources flowing. Coach at a whole new level. About the author. So those are the chapters that we're going to be reading about. And I'm going to move on to the next chapter. I'm going to move on to the next video. I want to appreciate your time. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate you. And this is just for me and my team. This is not public. This is just so I want people to realize that they have something so big in their hands that they cannot let this go. They have to do. But I'm not going to just push, okay? I watch my mentor don't call me every day. You need to do this. You need to do that. You need to do this. You need to do that. No. You want it, you're going to do it. If you don't want it, then that's okay too. Because I will find the people that want it. And the people that I want to work with. Okay? Okay. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you listening to me. I appreciate my team. I pray for everybody. I want the best for everybody. I don't want anything less. I appreciate my leaders. I appreciate all the rock stars throughout the country, throughout the world. You all know who you are. We are going to take this to 20,000 reps a month. Why? Because that's what my mentor tells me. And I follow him. That's why. And I'm watching what he did in the last 2 years, 3 years, and he's doing it. So get ready because he's the number one guy in the whole company right now. And he's the top 26 network marketer in the world right now. Okay? He could be anywhere he wants in the world. Okay? And he chose to be just a phone call away. It's amazing how many times I call that man and he answers the call. Where I know many people that make a lot of money and there's a big fence around their house. Why? Because they don't want to talk to nobody. Not this guy. This guy is out talking to the world. Talking to everybody. Flying, crisscrossing countries. Going to different countries. Going to different states. Doing whatever it takes. So I appreciate it. I appreciate you again. Thank you.